Hey there, I just wanted to get on here and show you a couple things on how to use the REDEFINE regimen and the Amp It Up system that you might get with it. It can be a little overwhelming if you go from basically no regimen to all these products and steps and things. So I'm going to go ahead and do my REDEFINE regimen and show you how I do it. Okay, step one is the REDEFINE Daily Cleansing Mask. It's a purifying mask, and it says to wet your fingers and rub it on your face. So I'm just going to wet the fingers on one hand, and you want to make sure your face is dry and clean. So use a makeup wipe, eye makeup remover. Make sure all that's done before you start with number one, okay? And that's the rule with all of the regimens, not just this one. So the only thing that's wet is my fingertip, just a little bit. So it goes on a little bit pasty, but it is a mask, a purifying mask. You can get right under the eye, and a firming mask. So it's going to draw the impurities out. We let it dry for 2 minutes. It has a little bit of an exfoliator in it, but nothing too abrasive. And now we're just going to let that dry for 2 minutes. Okay, so after it has dried for 2 minutes, you'll notice that it's kind of warm, not too much, and that you can tell that it's dry. So when it's dry, it's ready to rinse off with warm water. Okay, so now I've rinsed and patted dry, and the next step is the pore minimizing toner. And this is a very important step. This toner especially is very important because it preps the skin for all the next steps and for the next ingredients. It makes sure your skin is super clean before the derma roller especially. And it has polyhydroxy acids to help with the cell turnover. And like I said, it helps to replenish the skin's moisture. It's non-drying at all. And it smells really good. And it feels so nice. It feels like I'm putting an elixir on my face. Okay, so now my skin's ready and prepped for the roller. If you have the roller, if you don't have the roller, then you would just go on to your night cream, which has PM on it, or the AM cream, which has an AM on it, which has the broadband sunscreen in it. But I have the Amp It Up system, so that's what I'm going to show you. We're going to go to the roller next. Okay, here is the Amp MD roller, and if you can see, it has these little bitty needle points. There are 198 laser pointed needles that are in this roller head, and it is designed to alert your brain that there is damage at the surface of the skin, and therefore your brain will send the blood cells and extra collagen and all the things that it uses to repair damaged skin to the surface of the skin. And that allows it to be full of nutrients for skin cell repair. And then we're going to add a topical anti-aging serum to it as well. So this, in a way, opens up the top layer of the skin so that the product can go deeper into the skin. And it is clinically proven to increase your rate of improvement almost by 2 times, and increase the rate of the reduction of signs of aging by 50 to 60% faster than any other way. So this is a really important 1 minute, okay? I probably talked for way longer than a minute. So I just roll over. You don't want to do it too hard, and you'll get used to it. You don't have to go very hard, but just roll over in each direction, up and down, side to side, and crisscross. Like that. You just go over everywhere. I like to think of it kind of as an eraser. It does prickle. I mean, it is something to get used to, but I love it because I am so glad that something is finally working. And I especially go over all the areas of concern for myself that I really want to make sure that medicine gets down in to treat those areas. It's really nice to use it on your neck as well, so that when you add product to your neck, that you know that it's working the best that it can. But you just want to make sure you go a lot more lightly on the neck area because it can be more sensitive. Okay, you want to make sure you keep that clean. There's a whole system of cleaning that, but my next step is the Intensive Renewing Serum capsule. And they keep these in individual capsules to make sure that they're at their highest potency at every use. And you can use a whole or a half. It just depends on your preference, but I would always make sure to use at least half. And it comes out after you twist off the cap, just like a little, I mean, you wouldn't even believe that this little bit could go such a long way, but just that little tiny bit, and I still have some on my fingertip, covered my whole forehead. You just keep squeezing it out, putting it where you need it to go. This is that magic sauce. And if you're gonna use Lash Boost, you wanna make sure to keep this away from the under eye area because you're not supposed to have any sort of serums or creams around the under eye area or on top of your eyebrow area up there, upper eye area, before you use Lash Boost. Okay, so done with that. Now it's time for my Intensive Renewing Cream. This is the Overnight Restorative Cream. Excuse me. This is the night cream for the REDEFINE regimen. And I always use a light hand when I apply moisturizer. Sometimes I use a pat motion like this. I just like all the ingredients to blend together. Since it is a multi-medicine approach, we are using high dermatology grade products. Okay. All right, so unless you have Lash Boost or eye cream, this would be the end of your regimen, your REDEFINE regimen.